Hello students, how are you? Fine. So I am very much happy you are doing good at home, and so much response also coming. Students, they are showing the assignment also, and you are doing good. So now today we are starting new chapter, chapter 10, visualizing solid shapes. So you know very well solid, which is having weight. Understand? And now, what about this one word is there? Two-dimensional shapes. What are two-dimensional shapes? From lower classes also you know the figures which are having only length and breadth. Length and breadth. It means simple length, which has figures which are having length and breadth. You know, rectangle. Simple. First you see, so rectangle. It is a plane figure. Why plane figure? Because we can show on the plane. Clear this? Which are having only length and breadth. Clear this? So that is saying two-dimensional shapes. So two-dimensional shapes, these are the examples. Rectangle, because it is having length and breadth. Clear this? No height is there, no thickness is there. So you can say rectangle is a two-dimensional shape, or you can say any. So square also you can take. Square you can take, because rectangle, square, quadrilateral, all are the, you can say, these are the plane figures we can represent on the plane. So these are having only length and breadth. Understand? So these are called two-dimensional shapes. One or two more you can take. You can take triangle. Triangle also it is a plane figure. Clear this? Simple. And then this also you can see. Circle also you can take. Circle also it is a plane figure. So these plane figure divides the plane in three parts. Just see outside, inside, on this. Outside, inside, on this. Clear this? It means exterior points, interior points. If you can say A point, exterior, B point, interior, and C point, it is on the circle. You know, you have learned this already. The points which are in the, which are exterior, which are interior, which are on this. You have learned, you have done already in your classes. Understand? So I think it is clear. Two-dimensional shapes, simple, which are having only length and breadth, or which you can represent on the plane figures, which have length and breadth. No thickness is there, no height is there. Clear this? So now next is three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes, you can say very simple. Three-dimensional means which are having length, breadth, and height. If I say about this board, we don't say, sir, this board, white board is a plane figure. No, it is having the length and breadth. It is thickness is there. If thickness is there, it is the three-dimensional. If length is there, breadth is there, and thickness is there, then you will not say it is a plane figure. It is not the example of plane figure, it is the example of, you can say, three-dimensional figures. Understand? So this shape, what name you will give this shape you can say cuboid. So cuboid is a three-dimensional figures which are having length, breadth is there, breadth is there, and height also. Height means you can say height, you can say thickness. Clear this? In this way. Clear this? And here in plane figures only you can show here length and breadth. Length and breadth you can show. Understand? So cuboid, it is the just example of three-dimensional objects. So you can see this one here box, you can see it is the example of cuboid. You see length is there, here it is length, it is breadth, and this is height is there. Clear this? It is not a cube. If cube is there, then it means length, breadth, and height must be equal. But it is not equal if you measure this side and this side are different. So if they are not equal, then this is a example of cuboid, not cube. In cube, all sides are equal. It means cuboid. I think you have seen the shape of this. Hear this? Cuboid. Any brick is there, length, breadth, and height. This is an example of cuboid. Cube. You can see here cube which is having length, breadth, and height. So these are the example of three-dimensional figures, and three-dimensional means which are having length, breadth, and then solid shapes. Hear this? What I will say. The figures which are solid, they are called three-dimensional. All solid shapes are called three-dimensional figures. Solid shape, it means cuboid. You can see solid shape. Solid shape means the solid means which occupies a space inside. If I say this cuboid, it is a solid. It means it occupies a space inside it. But there is no space in this rectangle. What is space? Understand? So my dear students, cube is there, and so I have to add all solid shapes. Solid shapes, you can take the example of cylinder. Cylinder, clear this? Base is there, height is there. It is also example of three-dimensional shapes. And then what is this? This shape is, it is the cone. Clear this? And this name is known as cylinder. Right circular cylinder. This is the example of three-dimensional figures. So now, my dear students, so this is the starting of the chapter, and then in chapter we learn in cuboid how many vertices are there, edges are there. Clear this? If I say in cuboid, in solid shape, these are three-dimensional figures. In this chapter we learn about these three-dimensional shapes, because three-dimensional length is there, breadth is there, height is there. For example, if I am taking this cuboid, here length is there, breadth is there, height is there. So in this cuboid, what you will see? First of all, you see with length, breadth, height, and then what I am saying? First word, faces. Face. How many faces are there? Just you see, if I will take just like 1, 2, just like 3, 4 faces around it, and then this is 5 and this is 6. In cuboid, how many faces are there? 6 faces are there. Clear this? And now, what about you will say vertices? Vertices will say edges, vertices. Vertices are there. What are the corners are there? 1, 2. You see here. First, this corner, this corner, this corner. 4 are there. This corner you see. These are 4 vertex. These are also 4 vertex. Then total how many vertex are there? So you can see 8 vertices are there. Understand? And then second 4 and 4, 8 vertex. Now tell me about this edges. You can see about edge. You see, if I say what are the edges of this? Where the two walls are meeting, that line is known as edges. How many? Where two walls meet, that line is called edge of the solid shape here. So one length, second, third, 4. You can see 4 heights are there and 4 lengths are there and 4 breadths are there. You can see, very simple. Understand? One height, 2 height, 3rd height, 4th height. Hear this. If I say about this length on this, you can say about one length. Hear this. Simple base. If I see the room, in room also, just you see if it is a room, in inside room it is given. What you say inside? Four heights are there, 4 lengths are there and 4 breadths are there. Clear this, because it is a parallel, 4 length. One length, you can see in front of this length, 1 length, 2 length, from this 3rd length, 4th length. 4 lengths are there and 4, this one you see 4 breadths are there. 1, 2, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge and this edge. 4 lengths are there, 4 breadths are there and 4 heights are there. It means these are called the edges. So edges are 12. Clear this? Because sometimes you know very well Euler's formula in our classes you have learned faces plus verses minus edges is equal to 2. You can verify the faces, verses and edges. Hear this, that is, if faces are 6 plus verses are 8 and minus edge that is 12, you can see it is 8 plus 6, 14 minus 12. Who is there? Please verify this. So in this we can verify also in this solid shapes. They will satisfy this Euler's formula. Understand? So face plus verses minus edges is equal to 2. So my dear students, you must have the starting knowledge, basics of the chapter. If you know the basics of the chapter, you will not lose marks in the MCQ of any chapter. Thank you. Have a good day.